It's Week 13 of the 2022 season, and we'll see the Steelers' athletic corner, who's really putting up incredible numbers all season, 11 interceptions so far. It's the Steelers and the Falcons, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA. The Steelers defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout. They go play action. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mariota thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves it.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They had that strip a moment ago that led to the return. Mariota on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing, Mariota. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. First down, Mariota. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a dump off here, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They're flying high here after their new acquisition for 2022 came up with a pick 6 just a moment ago. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, that's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you.
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. First and 10, it's Patterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half as this next drive begins 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Mariota now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there.
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They'll see what they can do in trying to force a stop as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football back. The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense. And as a result, they've got a comfortable 3rd quarter lead as this next drive begins 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd down, Mariota. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big.
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota being chased out left. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Patterson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, they come out and take... The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They've pitched the shutout here into the fourth quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here. Now Mariota. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Montravius Adams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. Mariota on first down. That puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's got room. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. Throwing is Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota right at the 30. Throwing, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. T.J. Watt in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me,
so not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Steelers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they